Hey, what's going on, everyone? I wanted to make a follow-up video to my last one, talking about XRP potentially going to 24 cents before the big bull run. So yeah, it's been about a week or so, and yeah, there's some price action that's changed, and I want to follow up on that and talk about what's happening and with that. So here we go. So pretty much, as you can see, the last time we spoke, we were sitting when it was about here. Yeah, I think with this fall here. Anyway, so we can see there's a lot of price resistance up here, and then there's a sharp sell-off, and then our price is trying to move a bit back up. And then today we can see, we're on the 4-hour chart here, we can see price coming up to, it just hit 46 cents, and then it found a lot of sellers, and then it just started to dump again from this area. So there's a lot of stuff happening here. I found it concerning because look at this trend line I've drawn here. It's like quite sharp, bouncing off the trend line, bouncing. I have a gut feeling that we're actually going to break this trend line. And if we break under, and it'll be a clean break, if there's like a clean big, red candle under here, then I think we're definitely going lower. I think best case scenario would probably come down to like 35, 36, take out this area before the potential bull run, or ideally we go and hit those lower levels like 24, like 24 cents I was talking about before. So definitely there's a bit of a loss of momentum here. There's definitely something here that's keeping the price down. I don't know what's going on here, but I don't know why people are selling. There's definitely something happening. I don't know if it's must be some kind of manipulation, because technically, I think XRP should be way higher than it is now. And that's the reason for my first video, is that I suspect that there's big players, institutional guys, that are trying to keep the price down, or trying to get guys to sell. Whenever it comes up to a certain level, maybe these levels, the big players are pushing, and eventually people will get tired of that, and then the bears will take over, and people start to sell and bring it down, and that's what they want. And then you'll get momentum, a selling momentum. So I think if we see this green trend line here break, I think that would be the sign for me that we are going to get a bit lower. But at this point, like, anything could happen. I think we're in stage 1 of potentially going low when we see these big sell-offs up here. We've seen the sell-off here. There's got to be a reason. Why is it selling off at this price? Then again here, same price level. Why is it selling off so strong as well? And again, we're seeing it here, but it's actually making a lower high. So that's also suspicious. Plus we got this bearish engulfing candle next to this bull candle here. And it's big. There's some volume that's happening. So I think we might come and hit this line and then break through it. And then who knows what's going to happen. And then if we look at the daily, let's quickly look at the daily here. So here's my, I just readjusted this just to show that what could potentially happen, what I'm expecting to happen. So we could see a big daily candle breaking this line here, maybe dropping right down to 38 or 40. Yeah, it could come like right down to 40 or something like that. And then we could see a further sell-off. I know a lot of guys in the XRP community right now, because we've had this, this move, everyone's got the bullish mindset, but be careful. That's where the trap is. Everyone's, getting excited. And that's when the capitulation happens, when excited people get taken advantage of. So just keep a level head when going into it, and be open to the possibility that price can go down. Because if you're not, prepared mentally for that, it's going to screw with your head. Yeah, I mean, I've been there. And yeah, just be open to both options. It's always the best thing to do. So like I'm saying, it could come down, or it could just shoot up. It's such a volatile market. Anything can happen. There could be some huge news, or something happens where this whole move down just gets invalid, and the bull run starts from here. I mean, it could happen. I mean, you could even look at this as a bit of a, if you can see here, kind of like inside of a bit of a triangle where it could break out. But anyway, on the daily, there's not too much to see on the daily. Actually, the daily I wanted to look at Bitcoin, because obviously Bitcoin's the driver of this market. So let's actually go to Bitcoin. Okay. So another thing when I look at analysis is I look for confluence between pairs. So I'll look at another pair like Bitcoin specifically. Well, that's really for me the only other one I would look at in the cryptocurrency market, because that's also going to indicate if it's coming down or if it's going up. What's it looking like? So it's like an extra thing we can look at to give us some idea of what's happening with XRP or any other cryptocurrency. It's like a little bit of extra insight. So I'm seeing on here, when I look at the daily, is we had this huge move. So there's this like inefficiency that's happened where prices just shot up. And we're seeing resistance here and we're seeing resistance here. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a bit of a pullback just to come into these inefficient zones. Like, I think we could come and see as low as maybe, I'd confidently look at 6,500 as a good level to a turning point. I mean, it could come a bit lower. I don't think we're going to see below 5,000 again. I think that's done. I'll be surprised if we get lower than 5,000, but 6,000 to 6,500, I think that's a good zone. I think Bitcoin could come down to that level again. I think it's going to be, institutionals and retail people freaking out, and the price going to drop there before going up again. So I don't know. I got my eye on this level here as a rebounding retracement level. And one more thing with XRP. I just wanted to go and do a little bit of technical analysis. Let's go to the hourly. Was it hourly? No, I think it was 4 hour. Let's do 4 hour, and we're going to do a Fibonacci extension. You don't see guys doing that one too much. It's usually the retracement. Where's it? Trend-based fib extension. So this is how we plot it. So this is the impulse move. So this is obviously the move that, there's clearly volume happening here. People, a lot of selling and going. And then there's obviously a pullback. So we want to measure that to indicate where price might go. So we'll measure it out like this. To that low, and then up to the retracement. Now, initially I was drawing this retracement level here, this point here, but obviously price is broken and higher, but it's pulled back. You can see there's resistance here. There's resistance. There's stuff happening around this price level, 44. 4400. 44.44. But it did break up out of it and come back down. So let's just measure both levels. Let's take the mean, like the average between here. So this is like a good place to go. So we'll just put it at like 44. Okay, so what would we be looking at? We want to see if price is extending downwards. We want to see the Fibonacci levels where they could go. Now, so we came down here, came up here. Now, where are we going? We can look. And always look at the Fibonacci levels. Where do they meet in terms of previous price structure? So we can see here there's a bounce here, and this, you can see this level kind of lines up with this support level here. That's a full retracement. So that level kind of gives you some validation. It's maybe this pattern's working. We can go lower. Sort of that level. There's some action happening around that level. Now I said 0.24. So do we line up with 0.24? Look at that. The 2.618 level. We get almost in line with 0.24. That's quite a big gap. So that's sometimes why I use Fibonacci sparingly. Like, I'm careful when I use it. I mean, I only use it when there's like clear price structure. You know, there's clear moves. You know, it goes up, retraces, resistance. You know, this is a 50% retracement basically between here. Just thinking if there's anything else. No, I think we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens with this trend line. I think that's what I'm eyeing out at the moment. And yeah, if it breaks, I'll make another video and see what happens with that break. See what new structures forming. But yeah, I'm very optimistic for the future of XRP. Nevertheless, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. See you in the next one. Cheers.